Welcome to the Harness Edge. I'm Harold Howe, and we're starting again with our annual 2-year-olds in training reports. Our first victim in 2015 is Dustin Jones. Dustin, it's mid-February, and you brought out a dozen for us, so let's just jump right in. 4 sets of 3. I hope I got this right. Unit Aliano Buy.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. This is a man of many wishes colt, $20,000 out of Lexington, purchase price. Your thoughts?
Well, I liked him a lot at the sale. He was the last day, and he was sold 600 and something, and I think that's why we got him for 20. He's first foal of a self-possessed mare, and he's got some Italian and French breeding on the background, and I like him so far.
First blush about man of many missions offspring?
Well, I didn't have any fillies, but I've got 2 colts, and I really like them both. They're good gaited, and they want to do it.
Okay. Another one in that set was Buff. That's the credit winner colt out of Blur, homebred.
Yeah, he's a homebred, belongs to Barry Goldstein. It's Willow Pond. He can't say he never does anything wrong. He does really like him a lot, and hoping that he'll turn out to be a Grand Circuit colt.
Third one in that set is Missed by a Day, a Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe homebred.
Yeah, he belongs to George Lowenfeld. He's doing everything good. The track was a little icy this morning, and he's getting shod today. His corks are getting pretty well worn off. He was slipping a bit, but he does everything. He's a big, strong colt.
Okay, second set. Big Ricky. This is a Big Jim colt. It was a private purchase by you.
Yeah, we bought him from Dave McCallum, and his name was actually Big Dave. He didn't want me to change his name, and my partner's father's name is Ricky, so he wanted him named Big Ricky, and he's done everything great since we've got him. Really like the colt.
And Big Jim, he's also a first crop sire. Your thoughts in mid-February, which really doesn't mean a lot, but I'm curious.
Well, I ended up with 2 fillies and 3 colts, and all 5 of them go really well, and they want to go forward. So I've been lucky, like when I was in Quebec with first crop sires, so I thought I would give them a shot.
And the Big Jims sold pretty strongly overall last year.
Yeah, I bought like a couple cheaper ones. I bought a filly at Flamborough for 10 and a filly that you'll see in a little bit for 20. But the 2 Payson colts I paid 60 and 57 for.
So anyway, but you're still hanging in there with them.
Oh, I really like them a lot.
Okay, now we've got a betters to like colt called Dirty Joke, $35,000 out of Lexington.
Yeah, I played a dirty joke on him about 2 weeks ago. We had Dr. Llewellyn make a visit to him, and but he was like hard to handle in the barn. He wasn't a problem on the track. He was just like trying to jump on the grooms and everything. But he's out of the family, a glowing report, and All-American. They kept a third, and I own a third, and Dean Lockhart owns a third, and he's going pretty good right now.
Okay, and the third one in that set was a Big Jim filly in rhythm. $20,000 out of Harrisburg.
Yeah, her name was Jim's Lucky Lady. She's out of the family of Life Sign. She's pretty well bred on the dam side, and we changed her name to In Rhythm, or Adam Bowden did, my partner at Diamond Creek.
Right.
And we really like her. I think she's like a really good filly.
With Cold Call Hanover, a Badlands Hanover filly, $13,000 out of Harrisburg.
Yeah, I saw her at the farm when I went down to visit the yearlings before the sale, and I really liked her. And I thought if she didn't go that expensive, I would be coming home with her. And she's a sister to Charisma Hanover and to Run Over Feeling, and I really like her a lot. And I ended up selling half of her to Dominic Chiravelli and his son, so I like her a lot.
Rock and Roll Vision, a Rock and Roll Hanover, $60,000 out of Lexington.
Yeah, she belongs to All-American. They bought a couple fillies for future broodmares, and I like her a lot. She's a sister to Ambro Animate, and she's a big, strong filly.
Okay. And Square Dancer, a Western Hanover, half-sister to All-American Native, $20,000 buyback by All-American, I believe.
Yes, they bought her back. I was surprised that they had to buy her back for 20. I thought she was like conformation-wise and breeding-wise, I thought she would go for quite a bit more, but I think by being she was an embryo transplant, I think that probably hurt her price, which that doesn't bother me at all.
Okay, final set. Pennies from Above. This is a Cantab Hall filly, full sister to Wheelin' and Dealin', and 120,000 in Harrisburg.
Yeah, I thought she was going to cost a bit. I liked her conformation-wise. She's not a big, rugged horse, but she's built quite a bit like Wheelin' and Dealin' was, and she just slides over the ground very good. And I got a new owner from France. His name is Jean-Pierre Barjon. He owns her. That was a recommendation from Steve Stewart. Recommended the owner to me. So I like her a lot right now.
Okay. Talus Eelster. This is a muscle mass filly, 35,000 at a Forest City sale.
Yeah, we really like this filly. She does everything great, and she belongs to Dominic Chiaravelli and John Fielding. She's a sister to Traverse Eelster. He was a pretty good horse, and I loved her video, and I really liked her at the sale, and we're really happy with her.
Okay, and the final one we saw was Utter Nonsense, an Amigo Hall half-sister to Don't Rush, one of the premier horses in the Ontario Sire Stakes last year. Homebred, too.
Yeah, I got a couple breedings from Amigo Hall from Bob Burgess, and it's actually a half-brother, and he's doing everything good. I'm happy with him because when I bred the mare, she hadn't really done much, and then she gave me Don't Rush, so I'm hoping that at least he's a good grass rooter.
Okay. How many 2-year-olds in total do you have?
We have 26, and I would have liked to show them to you all, but you told me you didn't have enough time to film them all.
That's right. There's more people other than you. Don't Rush. We didn't see him today, but I guess how do you think in mid-February he's coming along for you?
Actually, he had a couple months off. Like, we kept him here at the farm at Classy Lane, turned out, for 60 days and started back jogging him. He's training 235, a double header yesterday, and he looks great. He's not a big horse, but he's really, pretty stocky, and I like him. He came back good.
His season ahead is not going to be easier than the one behind him. Is he going to be the horse, in your opinion, that's going to make a nice transition?
I have no idea. The last few years I had a couple of horses that I thought were going to make a transition and they didn't. And then other years you got some that they step up and do it. I guess it's all up to him. I'm hoping that European breeding on the sire side will kick in and he'll be better this year.
Okay, well, good luck with him and all the 2-year-olds. Dustin, thanks for sharing your thoughts.
No problem, Harris. It's my pleasure.
And there you have 2-year-olds in training.